Around this time last year, I posted a video thanking everyone for helping me reach 1,000 subscribers, a milestone that took nearly a year after initially creating the Discovering Religion channel. Now, just 13 months later, my channel has grown tenfold in its number of subscriptions. I want to take this opportunity to express my most sincere gratitude by welcoming all the recent subscribers, and my continued thanks to everyone that has lent your support to this series over the past 2 years. Truly, I never thought this channel would generate so much interest, and I am humbled by all the kind words I have received. Although the feedback left on this channel has been overwhelmingly positive, aside from the occasional troll, I also want to thank those of you who have questioned my reasoning by debating me through comments and private messages. Many of the debates and conversations I've had over the years has generated a great deal of material for this series, and I am very excited about the content of future productions. It's hard to believe that almost 5 years ago I started producing videos about religion on my personal YouTube channel. And even at that time, I had a clear direction in which I wanted to take the series. So far, I have not deviated much from my original plan. Indeed, a majority of the episodes featured in this series initially started out as personal essays written almost 10 years ago. However, after the last miniseries, Christianity in America, I made a last-minute decision to make morality my next topic of discussion, instead of following my original plan to explore faith. As a result, many of the episodes on morality still need to be researched and written. And unfortunately, with my busy schedule and many personal obligations, it will be a while before I have the chance to produce new episodes. In the meantime, if anyone would like to read over my working scripts on faith and possibly provide some feedback, you can do so on my newly redesigned website. Please take a look at the In Progress section of the menu. As an added feature, I have included an audio version of the scripts, generated by a text-to-speech program which can be operated by a control bar located on the page. The website also contains all of my episode transcripts as well as news and information about the series. I hope you will take a look and provide me any feedback you think might help improve my productions. The best way to get in contact with me is through comments on the blogs or by YouTube private message. Many of you have already written me, and I truly appreciate your messages. I do my best to respond to everyone that contacts me, but unfortunately, I have a lot of personal obligations, and usually I read comments and messages on my phone while on the go, so I don't always have time to respond. Therefore, if you have written me and I have not yet responded, please don't take it personally. Just give me some time, or even write me again. I really enjoy reading your messages and receiving your feedback. Indeed, I have regular correspondence with several people I've met through YouTube, many of whom I have provided advice about producing videos of their own. I know the Discovering Religion channel would have never grown so fast without being featured on popular channels like Freethinker and Vogter666. Therefore, I would like to take this opportunity to lend my support to a few undersubscribed channels. There are 4 up-and-coming channels that I would like to endorse, who, although might not have as many videos as some other channels, show great promise. Fish Head Salad is a great up-and-coming channel with whom I've had regular contact over the last year. The Godspell series is thought-provoking and contains many unique insights, and I think the subscribers to my channel will find the same.
Perception is an abstraction, not a replication of the real world around us. As humans, we all have the innate ability to find familiar shapes and patterns in our environment, the things we see. It helps us survive. Sometimes, however, our neural response to environmental stimuli is in error, and when this happens, we can see things that just aren't there. Sometimes these are things we just want to see. Other times there are things we just can't help but see. Our belief systems also play a role. But just because we believe that we have seen something doesn't prove that we actually have. It's the sort of kind of effect. Hey, that sort of kind of looks like, well, you fill in the blank. As adults, we call this phenomenon pareidolia. As children, we called it the cloud game. Hey, isn't that a pig? Doesn't that kind of sort of look like Godzilla? You get the idea. So what does all this have to do with mammoths and dinosaurs and cave art? To answer that, we need to go back in time several thousand years.
The operator of this channel also has a unique pastime of collecting tropical fish by hand from various locations on the East Coast. And as an avid scuba diver myself, I find his series on tropical strays to be extremely interesting. The Faith Check is another up-and-coming channel who has recently contacted me and informed me that my tutorials on audio and video production were helpful in the development of his own projects. In the last month, his channel has been regularly posting videos of high quality in both production and content.
I used to dream about going to heaven. Imagine God looking down at you and saying, "Well done, my good and faithful servant." When I lost my faith, I used to tell people that I wished Christianity were true, because if it was, we could all simply say a few prayers and spend an eternity in heavenly bliss. It's been almost 15 years since I lost my faith, and I believe that since then I've developed a true outsider's perspective. Looking at heaven through that lens, I now realize that I would never want to go there, and I would never wish it on anyone. Heaven would be unbearable torture. Let's do a thought experiment to help paint a picture of why.
Mr. Truthfinder 1975 is a long-time subscriber who I have spoken with a lot over the years. Although he is still learning the ropes of video production, he's a great guy and has many outspoken views on religion. Religious Truth is another up-and-coming YouTube user with whom I've corresponded and given advice about video production. He is passionate about the subjects of science and religion, and he discusses many interesting topics in his videos. The next group of channels that I would like to present have been producing videos on YouTube for quite some time, but they are criminally undersubscribed. I get chills from how good the videos are on this channel. He is truly skilled at archiving and arranging video into a coherent and imaginative story. I guarantee you will immensely enjoy watching the 25 or so videos hosted on his channel. Your Brain on Religion is another channel with amazing video production and excellent content, which I feel does not receive the attention it deserves. These videos are a mix of different styles. Some examine the absurdity of religion, others refute the claims of theists on YouTube, and still others highlight interesting topics and debates. The humor, wit, and extremely high production values, without a doubt, make this channel one of my favorites on YouTube.
If evolution is true, then why are flowers beautiful? Flowers are just random.
Nice straw man argument right out of the gate. First, an educated atheist would never say anything so stupid. And even if they did, it's not because they're an atheist, it's because they're uneducated. Flowers are not random at all. They get their distinct pattern from their DNA. So how are they random?
And randomness isn't beautiful anyways. Randomness appears to be messy, and messy is not beautiful.
It's funny you say that because the most expensive painting ever sold happens to be an abstract painting, which is basically random art. Now, if you want to look at this and tell me it's not beautiful, I can fully understand that. Taste in art is very similar to taste in food, to each their own. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and so on and so forth. But the point I'm making here is that random can be beautiful. It just may not be beautiful to you.
I have also been friends with the I Hate All Religions channel for quite some time, and last year his original account was closed after several false DMCA claims were made by disgruntled Muslims. I Hate All Religions is from Sweden, and he is fighting against the encroachment of Islamic fundamentalism throughout Europe. Although he does not speak in his videos, he provides important information and makes videos about the contradictions found in the Quran, in addition to subtitling a lot of documentaries in Arabic. I support his efforts, and I hope you will do the same. Fundie Video Hell is a channel I stumbled across by chance. However, he has an amazing archive of fundamentalist Christian videos, and his efforts should not go unnoticed. Uploading this valuable content is no easy task, and I highly urge you to visit his channel and support his efforts. Last but not least is the Living Dinosaur. His video series debunking the claims of young Earth creationists, titled Holy Hallucinations, is witty, informative, and extremely well produced. This channel has been steadily growing in its number of subscribers over the past few months, and I am very pleased to see his amazing talents are gaining a wider audience.
I have to admit that deciding to make this video left me facing what appeared to be an impossibly complex conundrum. You see, the only thing I find shocking about you and the material you present on your channel and website is the mind-bending combination of stupendous ignorance and stupidity that you try and peddle as fact. As a result, I found it almost impossible to decide whether to call you cock of God or shock of shite, since both seemed equally amusing and appropriate. And then I had an epiphany. Unfortunately for you, it didn't involve angels or a bearded old transcendental gentleman, but instead a solution to unraveling my troublesome little Gordian knot. So for the purposes of this video, I shall both have my cake and eat it, and will be referring to you as cockshite. So now that I've dealt with the formalities, let's roll up our sleeves and get stuck in, shall we?
The next group of videos I would like to present need no description, as you should already be subscribed to them by now. But in the off chance that you are not among their extensive number of subscribers, I would like to quickly list them so you don't miss out on some of my personal favorite channels on YouTube. Theoretical Bullshit, Evidence, 43 Alley, The Thinking Atheist, Atheist Media Blog, Sisyphus Redeemed, ProfMTH, Concordance, and Qualia Soup. Finally, I would like to recommend a few channels that don't have very much to do with religion, although I find them to be very interesting or funny. If you don't know about the following channels, definitely check them out. Red Letter Media has some of the funniest and insightful videos I have ever seen. The fictional character of Harry Plinkett reviews popular science fiction movies that he feels have let him down, such as the 3 Star Wars prequels, numerous Star Trek movies, Avatar, and the much-anticipated, soon-to-be-released review of the 4th Indiana Jones movie. He gives an amazingly detailed breakdown of these films and where they went wrong, while injecting his own hilarious brand of dark comedy.
Star Wars The Phantom Menace was the most disappointing thing since my son. I mean, how much more could you possibly fuck up the entire backstory to Star Wars? And while my son eventually hanged himself in the bathroom of the gas station, the unfortunate reality of the Star Wars prequels is that they'll be around forever. They will never go away. It could never be undone. If you're someone who's under the age of like 20, who says his least favorite film in the series is The Empire Strikes Back because it was the most boringest one, then I suggest you shut this review off right now, before I carefully explain how much of a fucking idiot you are.
Unfortunately, due to copyright, many of his reviews have been taken off YouTube. However, all of his reviews are available on his web zone at redlettermedia.com. Bargain Bin of Oblivion is a unique YouTube channel that, in a way, are video anthropologists, archiving bizarre and cheesy footage from various decades, especially the 80s and 90s.
Yo, Daddy, I suck your big black dick for $2.
You would step to your left, reaching back with your right hand, grabbing testicles and squeezing. Or you could step to your right, reaching back with your left hand, grabbing testicles and squeezing. Let's just very slowly practice this for a few minutes.
Lucian is a sanguine vampire, not an energy or psi vampire like his mom.
My magical self is Elven. Elven are the kind you see like in Lord of the Rings, the tall, slender, pointed ears.
My name's Heather. I'm 34 years old, and I'm a Satanist.
I'm going to give you a phrase, and you fill in the last word. The early bird catches the...
worm. The worm. Worm. Seeds.
What do you think you'll look like 1,000 years from now?
Gray bones in a grave.
They also have a great website called Everything is Terrible. I recommend that you visit the website first because if you scroll down you can browse by category. The videos they have posted about religion are some of my favorites. Soundless Dawn is also a very interesting YouTube channel that archives and pieces together video into something like a new art form. He makes connections between popular culture, movies, TV, religion, and conspiracy theories in an apparent stream of consciousness. If you'd like an introduction to a collection of unique and often bizarre videos on YouTube, definitely start here.
The effect of sound on human life forms can be known partially by studies of water, plants, and lab animals, but we know still that activated human consciousness must be factored into our understanding of audiomancy, for there's first of all a tendency to hold aesthetic preference for certain kinds of music over others, and secondly, cultural and environmental factors which inform these preferences. To place this in a context which should be familiar to most people, consider the popular nature versus nurture dichotomy. Physically, music is a pulse of vibrations through air particles, and necessarily communicates with us at a cellular level. But in a sociological or spiritual context, the scientific study of vibrating air doesn't adequately sum up what's happening when we hear music. Should we value the spiritual experience over scientific observations then?
No.
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 The construction of rational reality maps is a skill that all humans have, so it must also be taken into consideration. The nature versus nurture model exists so that we may consider both aspects equally, while preferring neither one nor the other. So what can we do to synthesize these seemingly opposite perspectives on musical perception? To begin, let's take a look at human beings operating in a collective musical context.
Space Rip archives extremely high-quality videos about space and astrophysics. It's like having the Discovery Science Channel at your fingertips. The Cassiopeia project contains totally original productions that discuss everything from quantum physics to evolution. It's a valuable resource that consolidates many different topics, providing information you might have forgotten or never even had the chance to study. Finally, Liberal Viewer tirelessly works to expose the biased journalism of Fox News. He produces at least one video per week, and they are extremely well researched and informative. Links to all the channels I have discussed can be found in the video description. I hope you get a chance to check out all the wonderful original content made available for free by these intelligent, funny, free-thinking individuals. Show your support for the atheist community on YouTube, as you have shown your support for me, and please subscribe. Again, I really want to thank everyone for watching my videos and allowing my voice to be heard. It's humbling to know you have devoted more than 4 hours of your personal time to watching my entire series. I'm very happy you've enjoyed my videos and even shared them with your friends and family. Thank you, and take care.